Welcome to Now in Android episode number 62, which highlights recaps of Google I/O 2022, Jetpack, Android Studio, animations in Compose, UI events, and more. If you didn't have time to consume the content of this year's Google I/O, which by the way was perfectly covered in the previous Now in Android episode, there are 3 recap videos about modern Android development, math, form factors, and the platform, each with 3 very important things you should be aware of. For math, you should know that first, Jetpack Compose is in version 1.2 beta already. Second, use baseline profiles to improve the performance of your app. And third, give Live Edit a try, an Android Studio tool to edit composables and view the changes in real time. Regarding form factors, first, building Wear OS and fitness apps is simpler than ever. Compose for Wear OS is already in beta, and new libraries and APIs such as Health Services and Health Connect were launched. Second, Google is all in on tablets. Android 12L and 13 have a huge number of optimizations for last screens. And third, we are here to support you. We made significant updates to guidance, testing, and tools. For Android privacy, platform, and security, first, we recently released the first privacy sandbox on Android Developer Preview, so that you can get an early look at the SDK runtime and topics API. Second, the new Google Play SDK Index is a public portal that lists over 100 of the most widely used commercial SDKs. And third, the second beta of Android 13 is now available. You can enhance your app with features like app-specific language support, themed app icons, and much more. If you're an indie game developer, check out our Accelerator and Festival programs, where you have the chance to boost your game's visibility, get training, and tap into our community of gaming experts. Submissions are open now until July 1st. Talking about Android X releases now, there are 2 important updates to mention. Version 1.8 of Core and Core KTX are now stable. They improve Kotlin usability with better annotation support and APIs such as Notification Compat, Menu Provider, and File Provider, and also add new interfaces to allow components to receive picture-in-picture and multi-window mode change events in component activity. If you want to work with UWB, ultra-wideband supported devices, a new UWB library has been released in alpha, which provides a set of APIs for developers to interact with these kind of devices. Let's move on to new articles. Takeshi wrote about spotting your UI junk using the CPU profiler in Android Studio. The article goes through a step-by-step walkthrough about how to use the new junk detection UI in Android Studio Chipmunk, including how to record a trace and how to inspect junky frames. Rebecca Franks wrote about custom canvas animations in Jetpack Compose. Using the animatable states and some side effects, you will be able to achieve custom animations as you were able to do with Value Animator in the view system. If you're interested in material use dynamic color, Rebecca Gutteridge talks about how the Chrome team implemented it and the things they kept in mind, such as accessibility, custom colors, incognito, and more. It also comes with a really helpful list of recommendations from the designers and developers of the team. I wrote about view model events. We are very opinionated about what to do with view model events in our architecture guidance. And this blog post explains why the alternatives to our recommendation might bring higher engineering costs to developers and a worse user experience. If you're interested in Compose and Google Maps, Chris Arriola wrote about the lessons learned while building Maps Compose. You will see how they took advantage of Kotlin features, how to aim for binary compatibility, subcomposition, and more. And that's it for this time. You can find all the links to the content I mentioned in the Now in Android episode 62 blog post in Medium. To get notified about future episodes, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Android Developers YouTube channel. Bye!